When comparing life in Canada and Australia, you'll find that both countries offer a high quality of life, but differ in various aspects, from their geography and climate to their cultural and economic landscapes. Let's explore these key differences. Geography. Canada is the second largest country in the world, known for its vast wilderness, mountain ranges, and thousands of lakes. It stretches from the Atlantic to the Pacific, with much of its land being sparsely populated. Australia, on the other hand, is the only country that occupies an entire continent, known for its arid deserts, coastal cities, and unique natural wonders like the Great Barrier Reef. Climate. Canada has a diverse climate, ranging from cold winters with heavy snowfall in the northern and central regions to milder temperatures in coastal areas like British Columbia. Winters can be long and harsh, especially in the northern regions. Australia generally enjoys a warmer climate, with tropical weather in the north, desert conditions in the interior, and mild temperate conditions in the southern coastal cities. Summers can be hot with occasional heat waves. Population. Canada has a population of about 39 million people, concentrated mainly in urban centers near the U.S. border, such as Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal. In contrast, Australia has a population of around 26 million, with most people living in coastal cities like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane, leaving the interior largely uninhabited. Culture. Canadian culture is influenced by both European and Indigenous traditions, with strong multiculturalism playing a central role in its national identity. Australia shares a similar cultural background, with a mix of British colonial history and Indigenous traditions, but it also emphasizes a laid-back outdoor lifestyle shaped by its coastal geography. Language. Both Canada and Australia have English as the primary language. In Canada, however, French is also an official language, particularly in Quebec, where French is the dominant language in both education and government. Australia, while officially monolingual, has a wide range of languages spoken due to its multicultural population. Currency. Canada uses the Canadian dollar, CAD, while Australia uses the Australian dollar, AUD. Both currencies are relatively stable, with their values fluctuating based on global economic conditions. Religion. Canada is religiously diverse, with Christianity being the most practiced, followed by Islam, Hinduism, and other faiths. Australia also has Christianity as the most widespread religion, but it is seeing a rise in secularism, with many identifying as non-religious, alongside smaller communities of other faiths. Government. Both Canada and Australia are constitutional monarchies and part of the Commonwealth, meaning they recognize the British monarch as the head of state. However, they are governed independently, with Canada operating as a parliamentary democracy with a prime minister, and Australia functioning similarly with its own federal parliamentary system. Economy. Canada has a diverse economy, with major industries including natural resources, manufacturing, and technology. Its economy is closely tied to the United States. Australia's economy is also resource-rich, driven by mining, agriculture, and tourism, with key trading partners in Asia. Cost of living. Both Canada and Australia have high living standards, but the cost of living varies. In Canada, cities like Toronto and Vancouver are known for high housing costs, though other regions can be more affordable. In Australia, Sydney and Melbourne are the most expensive cities to live in, with high housing prices and daily expenses, though smaller cities and rural areas offer lower costs. Housing. Housing in Canada can vary significantly, depending on the region. In cities like Toronto and Vancouver, housing prices are very high, with a competitive rental market. More affordable options can be found in smaller cities and rural areas. Australia also faces high housing costs, especially in major cities like Sydney and Melbourne, where property and rent prices are among the highest in the world. However, like Canada, smaller towns and regional areas offer more affordable housing. Education. Both countries offer strong education systems. In Canada, education is publicly funded and free for children up to the secondary level, with provinces managing the system. Higher education in Canada is subsidized, though tuition fees can vary by province. Australia also has a well-regarded education system, with free primary and secondary education. Higher education is subsidized by the government, with students able to take loans under the Higher Education Loan Program, HELP. Transportation. Canada has a well-developed public transportation system in major cities, with buses, trains, and subways, though rural areas often rely more on personal vehicles due to vast distances. Australia's transportation system is similar, with extensive public transit in cities like Sydney and Melbourne, while regional areas depend more on cars. Both countries have international airports connecting them to global destinations, though Australia's remote location makes international travel longer and more expensive. Taxation. Canada has a progressive tax system, with federal and provincial taxes. The Goods and Services Tax, GST, is 5%, though provinces may add additional sales taxes. Australia also has a progressive tax system, and the Goods and Services Tax, GST, is set at 10%. In both countries, higher earners pay a higher tax rate, and taxes fund services like healthcare and education. Work culture. In Canada, work culture emphasizes work-life balance, with employees typically working 40-hour weeks and valuing time off. Australia shares a similar approach, with a relaxed work environment, though it is known for its no-worries attitude and focus on leisure activities, especially outdoor pursuits. Both countries offer paid vacation and strong labor protections. Holidays and festivals. Canada celebrates holidays like Canada Day, Thanksgiving, and Victoria Day. Multiculturalism is reflected in the wide range of festivals, from Diwali to Chinese New Year. Australia's key holidays include Australia Day, Anzac Day, and Christmas, with outdoor celebrations like barbecues and festivals being popular. Both countries celebrate public holidays with national pride and community events. Healthcare. Canada has a universal healthcare system funded by taxes, with free access to medical services for all citizens and permanent residents. Australia also offers universal healthcare through its Medicare system, which covers most healthcare services, funded by a Medicare levy in the tax system. Both systems ensure citizens have access to necessary medical care without out-of-pocket costs for most services. Crime rate. Both Canada and Australia have relatively low crime rates compared to global standards. However, crime rates can vary within regions and cities. Major urban areas in both countries report higher crime levels, but overall, both are considered safe places to live with strong law enforcement systems in place. Cuisine. Canadian cuisine is influenced by British, French, and Indigenous traditions, with popular dishes like poutine, maple syrup, and smoked meat. Australia's cuisine reflects British influences, but is heavily shaped by its multicultural society, offering a wide range of dishes from European, Asian, and Middle Eastern cuisines. Both countries place emphasis on fresh local ingredients, and outdoor grilling is a popular pastime in Australia. Sports. Ice hockey is a central part of Canadian culture, with it being the national winter sport, while lacrosse is the national summer sport. In Australia, cricket, rugby, and Australian rules football are widely popular. Both countries have a strong sporting culture and regularly participate in international competitions such as the Olympics. Outdoor sports and activities like skiing in Canada and surfing in Australia are also popular due to their climates and geography. Tourist attractions. Canada is known for its breathtaking natural landmarks, such as Niagara Falls, Banff National Park, and the Rocky Mountains. Cities like Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal offer rich cultural experiences, while attractions like the CN Tower, Quebec City's Old Town, and Parliament Hill in Ottawa draw tourists year-round. Australia is famous for its iconic landmarks, like the Sydney Opera House, Great Barrier Reef, and Uluru. Visitors are drawn to its vibrant cities like Sydney and Melbourne, as well as its stunning beaches, national parks, and the outback. Wildlife. Canada is home to a wide range of wildlife, including bears, moose, beavers, and wolves, with diverse ecosystems ranging from forests to tundras. In contrast, Australia is known for its unique wildlife, with iconic species like kangaroos, koalas, and wombats, as well as a variety of reptiles, birds, and marine life. Both countries emphasize wildlife conservation, with vast protected areas for animal habitats. Natural disasters. Canada's most common natural disasters include blizzards, floods, and wildfires, with occasional earthquakes in certain regions. The country's cold winters can also lead to extreme weather conditions. Australia faces a different set of natural disasters, including bushfires, cyclones, and droughts, due to its hotter climate. Australia also experiences occasional floods and earthquakes, particularly in its northern and coastal regions. Methods of immigration. Canada offers several immigration pathways, including economic immigration through skilled worker programs, family sponsorship, and refugee programs. The express entry system is popular for skilled workers. Australia also provides multiple immigration options, including skilled migration through the General Skilled Migration (GSM) program, family sponsorship, and humanitarian visas. Both countries have points-based systems for skilled workers that assess factors like education, work experience, and language proficiency. Years of citizenship. In Canada, permanent residents can apply for citizenship after living in the country for 3 out of 5 years, provided they meet residency requirements, language proficiency, and pass a citizenship test. In Australia, individuals can apply for citizenship after living in the country for 4 years, including at least 1 year as a permanent resident. Both countries require a commitment to abide by national values and laws as part of the naturalization process. While both Canada and Australia share many similarities in offering high standards of living, they are shaped by distinct geographic, cultural, and economic factors. Each country provides a unique experience, making it essential to consider your personal priorities when choosing between them. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified about the latest videos.